You on NBA 2K21. We're gonna get some clippers today, y'all. So it's lit. So it's nice to video.
Me space, I ain't really excited to be. Pack up one play, get my stacks up. I'm gonna make moves, don't get past the catch up. No, we can't match up. They wanna act up, pack up. I don't like giving no dap up. I don't like talking if it ain't get the cash up. Rap. That groove, I said buzz, and we don't fuss. Let's go. I like math if you add pesos. Has go. I say so. Mad cause my cash way more. In the lab, gotta have it, bro. Meet me at the stop about Mobbin.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, this is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, the Los Angeles Lakers squaring off against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, they're a team that no one wants to face right now. With just one loss in the last 10 games, they'll be tough to beat. So right around the half...
You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade request was finally granted. Now he has a new start in Los Angeles alongside LeBron James. The Lakers now boast 2 top 10 players. Kevin, this is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. Could be a transition free-for-all tonight, Brent. What's your feeling about going for the open 3 on the break rather than taking it in for a higher percentage shot in a layup?
Well, nowadays we know that the three-pointer actually means more for any given team.
Analytically, you're right.
Analytically,
yes.
But Kevin, what I'm interested in is on a given night like this where we're going to see a ton of threes, what's the decision-making of the guy with the ball? Sometimes it'll be the point guard. It might be a wing player, but how smart is he at finding the right shooter at the right time at the three-point line on these passes?
Making those big decisions, you're right. And the Clippers starting 5. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's JaMychal Green. And Harrell's in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Lakers, Davis is out there with Jay. Then there's Smooth. Then it's G. And it's Krabs in at the 2. Here's Smooth. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough when you've been kind of put back on your heels when you're trying to protect the lead. And then in this case, you lose it. And that's one that they definitely should have won.
Here's Beverly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Now here's Prez. Smooth. Wow, hammering it in.
Josh, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans will a lot to celebrate.
Now here's Leonard. 23 points for him the last game against Oklahoma City.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Stolen by Beverly. Now the Clippers moving it up. Nobody near George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
Beverly wide open. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Smooth. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dwayne Wade, he's checked in for Smooth. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
Smooth checked in for the Lakers. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Looking for Beverly. He gets it there. In the corner, George with it. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
No, I don't.
Rebound by Harold.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Out left to the wing. Beverly for 3. The shot will not fall. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
In the last meeting of these 2 teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. Here's Leonard. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Here's Beverly. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Lakers leading by 4. To the wing right side. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And James throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And the Clippers call time here. We're just halfway through the season, Brent. Talk about the value of leadership and keeping everyone focused night in.
A lot of that will come from your coach. I will tell you what, Kevin, playing with a star player that goes out there and does it night after night, watching James Harden, watching Russell Westbrook, watching Steph Curry have the kind of unreal performances for the game 56, the game 68. You're just sitting there in amazement.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Clippers trail by 8. Beverly with the ball. lets the three fly, and James pulls it down.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
The pass to Jay. Here's Prez. A three-pointer is right on target.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Over in the corner, Beverly from past the arc gets the three-pointer to fall. Beverly's got 7.
And becoming more of a staple of his attack offensively. You give Beverly.
That was incredible.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Lets it go from deep. The Lakers with the rebound. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Here's Smooth.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And the rejection by James. And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Timeout called the Lakers.
Tremendous amount of excitement around the Clippers right now, and why not? 2 elite players that can play both sides of the floor. They were already talented and scrappy. You just wonder if this group, with some of the additions and subtractions, can come together in the same way that last year's group showed the type of cohesion that a team that wants to perform at elite levels needs to do.
Smooth checked in for James. And again, no good by the Clippers. And Brent over the...
Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, and Blake Griffin not being in Clipper uniforms, how the organization has turned it around in such a short span to have the opportunity that it has in front of them now to go further than what those 3 guys provided for so many years in Los Angeles.
George double teamed. Down low, looking to end the run, and Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis, rises up and swats that shot away.
Here's Smooth, defended by Beverly. Great D that time from Harrell. And here's Beverly. 7 points in the game. Pass to Harrell. Back to Beverly. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb. Beverly's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Clippers trail by 17. Poke loose. One-on-one fast break. Here's Davis. That one goes in.
That's just such good touch. I mean, with that length, Kevin, once he turns, he's got a shooting window that feels wide open.
Beverly, the pass to Harrell. Dishes it to Leonard. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard. That shot off the mark. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Leonard brings the double team to the middle. Here's Prez. Here's Smooth. No good off the back of the rim, but they'll get another chance. And it's sent back by George. And that one's good by Davis.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Smooth. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at the Clippers. They're locked in again at that 3rd spot. Not a bad place to be.
And when you look at the Lakers, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
One-on-one here. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 30 points for Smooth.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
I got my takeover, so I'm
pass to George. Kicks to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Here's Beverly. George trying to break free. And it's Beverly missing. Beverly's gone 4 of 11 tonight. Here's Smooth. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, easy call.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Are there any players, Brent, you have been surprised with how good they've become?
Well, last year, the evolution of Pascal Siakam and what he was able to do in Toronto was just out of nowhere. And what an incredible run he had, being a huge part of getting that team into the NBA Finals for the first time. Canada saw finals basketball, the birthplace of basketball.
The Toronto Huskies, you're right.
Pascal Siakam last year was such a huge value.
How about his game 1 in the final? Unbelievable.
Tremendous and great confidence. And the way that he can play, Kevin, very difficult to match up against. Shooting threes, transition, long on defense. It'll be interesting to see in the years to come how far Pascal Siakam comes in the league.
Passes it to Zubac. He dishes it to Harrell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Rondo. That's tipped. Now the Lakers on the break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Smooth and 9 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. And it's Davis with the jam.
Just a stellar effort from Anthony Davis, sprinting down the floor, one of the fastest bigs in the league, and he gets rewarded.
Davis against Zubac. The shot's good.
And man, can that guy shoot a turnaround jumper or what? Almost an impossible shot to defend.
Here's Smooth. Yes, that goes in. Smooth's got 40 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The pass to Zubac. Back.
How many dunks I got, bro? I got 12.
To Shamet. Over in the corner, Zubac. Pass to Shamet. They get a hand on it. From deep three-point range. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Smooth.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Shamet, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Lakers on top, running away with this one. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Fighting to win. Get that cheese out of there.
LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable. It was crippling defense.
The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Smooth out there with Prez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Davis with the double team. Now here's Harkless. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Tuesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Here's Leonard. Good D by James.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Here's Smooth. Off target from three-point range. And the Clippers have possession. Rondo passes to Harkless. Blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Rondo. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And it's Shamet missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue. Most players would give anything for that kind of hurt.
But he's not giving it away. He wants to keep it all for himself.
Maybe we should call the maintenance crew. He's trying to tear the rim off.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Shamet. Outside Rondo. Tries a 3. And James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals.
Yet another bucket.
And you know what him reaching 50 points means. He's moved up another spot.
Yep, the second spot, Greg, is his alone now for most 50-point performances in a year.
And with the 31st game of 50 points or more, he is now second on the 50-point list. Wilt had 30 games in the 63 campaign, but it's a long way to go to the top spot of 45.
Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in the court this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense.
What a hand.
But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
To the paint, shoots from 12, and he connects with the jumper. Smooth's got 54 points.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of...
Wow. No run-of-the-mill stuff there.
No.
Fellas putting something extra on it.
Greg, can you believe that? My goodness.
And this can deflate the other team. They need to answer back strong.
He's not going to answer back. Watch this.
Prez brings the double team. Kicks it out to Leonard. A 3 ball. Hits it from 3-point range. Leonard's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor. And that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Smooth. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 58 points for Smooth.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Jumps up. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Leonard looking over the floor. Nice shot by Rondo. Rondo's got 6 points in the quarter.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then find him.
Lakers have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Smooth. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Lakers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Jay's checked in for LeBron. Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. Outside Rondo. Passes to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Clock at 4. From deep. The Lakers with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
The Clippers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Rondo, no good. The Lakers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Drills the three-pointer.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Zubac finds Rondo. Outside, George. Over Prez. And the Clippers miss again. Here's Smooth. The dish to Prez. Tries yet again. Here's Smooth. They grab their own miss, and it's Prez on the follow.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
George with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Smooth passes to Davis. Over to the left wing. Here's Smooth. Good D by Rondo. Clippers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. He can't hit that time.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for the Lakers. The Clippers also making some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo.
And thinking back to last postseason, the Clippers did not back down to the Warriors.
Much more physical team. I think they knew going in that the only way that they had a shot was to be disruptive, and they brought that on both ends of the floor, and that was going against a healthy Kevin Durant at the time. They took 2 games last year in that series, and the way in which they played, that spirit might have caught the attention of one Paul George and one Kawhi Leonard.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Smooth, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now, here is George, guarded closely, tipped away. And it's the Lakers on the break. And another one falls. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Over in the corner, Green. No good, unable to end this run.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And so Beverley will bring it up for the Clippers. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at James. He's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 5 on the clock. Another steal. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Smooth. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that. You see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
The Clippers shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Leonard finds Beverley to end the cold streak. It's tipped. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
He's selective, but it's huge when Beverley starts to find his stroke like this.
Smooth passes to Davis. Inside, here's Smooth. Beyond the arc. but they get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 4th in steals and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Bryant comes in for Prez. The pass to Harrell. Back to Beverly. Pass to Harrell. Fires from the wing. George, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Leonard. Harrell kicks to Green. Dishes it to George. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. The shot off that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Lakers shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Rebound by Harrell.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his 2nd Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. LeBron's checked in for James, and Prez is subbed in for Bryant. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Landry Shamet's checked in for JaMychal Green. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Leonard. That free throw good from Prez. Now George. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. George double team, passes it to Shamet. Here's Beverly. That one no good. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Smooth. And that one drops.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers able to put on a show for the ages. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, I really like how many times they got to the free throw line. They've taken the direct method, attacking the basket, not settling for jump shots. That's gotten them some really good looks and a lot of points from the line. Staying aggressive in the second half is key.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big back, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Smooth really having a great game.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then it's JaMychal Green. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Lakers, they're shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Smooth. Green with the rebound.
Now, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Plenty of space. And James has got 5 rebounds tonight. And good, he hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Knocks it loose. And the foul called on Perez. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Magnificent rejection.
Oh, I thought
here's Jay. Davis surveying the floor. Here's Smooth. And yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
From deep, James. The Lakers rebound.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
And that one's good. Beverly. Beverly's got 16 points.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly is not going to back down from anybody. Even inside, he feels comfortable shooting under that kind of pressure.
There's the pass to Smooth. Good. That's another bucket.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Harrell. 6 to shoot. Pass to Leonard from deep 3-point range. The long distance 3 is buried. 12 points for him.
What an advantage it is to have someone like Leonard. Everyone knows the shot clock is running down, but they also know that he'll get up a good shot either way.
And the rejection by Harrell. Good chance here for George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Smooth checked in for the Lakers. Goes up off the inbound. Good work there as it goes. Smooth's got 9 points in the quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Rondo passes to Leonard. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Lakers passing it around, and it's Davis with the jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 14 rebounds. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Rondo bounce pass. Leonard kicks to Rondo. Passes it to Harrell. Clock at 6. George against Wade. George, no good. Lakers shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Wade on the wing. On the wing, James. To the inside. Now the pass to Smooth. Paul George with the steal. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
Here's Smooth. Here's Davis. Goes back up. Pass to Smooth. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 6 assists in the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Rondo passes to George. George double teamed, and Harrell wide open. He shoots. No good from outside.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
James. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pulls from the top of the key, and too long on the shot.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And a wide open look for James. And he's good on the 3-ball. James has got 5.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Rondo, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Although he's a bit smaller, Rondo knows he's got to outthink guys on the interior, and that time through the contact.
And the Lakers making a change here. Trez is checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Shamet's checked in. James with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. And it's Rondo in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 12 points for him.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Good. He hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
The Clippers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14.
2 years ago, Paul George and his curious travels about where he was going to land in terms of free agency made his way back to Oklahoma City. And a lot of people were wondering why he made that choice. Then a year later, at the behest of Kawhi Leonard, a trade goes down where Paul George ends up back in Los Angeles with the Clippers. You talk about a two-way threat along with Kawhi Leonard. What an unbelievable wing combination the Clippers have with these two.
Bucket is good. Smooth's got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's George. And that one is off. Davis with some nice D. And with George last year, easily his best season as a pro in every measurable way.
You wonder in the next couple of seasons here, Kevin, if we're going to see the best of Paul George. Again, coming off that gruesome leg injury, him finding his form last year for Oklahoma City. A lot of talk about even Paul George being considered as an MVP candidate, and rightly so. Now back in Los Angeles with Kawhi Leonard. What a terrific duo they have.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball. Now, he shot a lower than average volume here tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped the team build the lead.
Rondo scanning the floor. Harrell finds George. Outside Rondo. Shot clock at 6. And again, unable to change momentum here. Over in the corner, Prez. Here's Smooth. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And here is Zubats. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Lakers with some changes. LeBron's checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And Kobe is subbed in for Smooth. Harkless is checked in for the Clippers.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
Here's James, and it's sent back by George. And he's able to get it back. Prez, no good. Clippers shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the foul.
I did not mean to take that shot, y'all.
Called on Prez. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Smooth checked in for Bryant. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Beverly's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Patrick Beverly can do that in close, finds a way to get that one up. And you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Shamet. And here is Zubats. Rebound the Lakers. Smooth's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Kuzma left side. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there. Passes
to George. Looking to get it going. The shot misses. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Smooth, and then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats Zubac.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent. Ball's knocked loose. Beverly the pass to Zubac. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against the Lakers. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. 1:21 left here in the third quarter. Here's Smooth. James trying to free himself up. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Beverly. 18 points for him.
I got my tickle. I got my tickle again, so I know the double team coming.
Clippers moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Here's Harkless. That one off the back iron and out. Lakers shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Here's Smooth, and he takes that one out.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy. Nasty.
This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Pass to Shamet. On the wing, Green. Now, here's Shamet. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Beverly. From the arc. Rebound the Lakers.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early. And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
That's the hardest one, y'all.
The three knocks down the 3 ball. Beverly's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, every time Patrick Beverly knocks it down from that spot, it's going to add more and more to his confidence in this game.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, opening up a huge gap. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. Green is out there with Smooth. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And he's good on the second. It's tough to get a unified feel on who the league MVP is. Which element, when you're looking at the MVP, matters most to you?
If we talk about that, Kevin, I always think about the MVP ends up being the guy that helps you get 6 to 8 unexpected wins. That's who I look to. So in this past season, what it was that Giannis did, not only with Coach Budenholzer coming in to Milwaukee, the stylistic change that they went through, and then the shouldered responsibility of Giannis to be the initiator. So that much change in one season. That's why last year I feel like he was the most valuable player in the league. Even though eye-popping numbers were coming out of Houston, again with James Harden, I go back to Giannis and that massive amount of change and him being the guy that shouldered it all.
That's a great answer.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And finish off by Prez.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Prez has gone 6 of 9 from the field, just 3 misses, shooting a terrific 67%. Passes it to Patterson. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds in this game. Floats it up for James. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Beverly for 3. That one's not going to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. Now the pass to McGee. And the layup falls.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And the rejection by James.
Wow. LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block.
It's good. Smooth's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
To the left side wing. Back to Beverly.
Shooting, boy.
Fires it up. The rebound by the Lakers.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
The wide open look here for Kuzma. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Some changes for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Bryant comes in for Prez. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Smooth. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Robinson's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Timeout called the Lakers. But obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided Look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for to be around a championship.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Clippers. It's Robinson high post. Pass to Kabengele. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Smooth. Chalk up 2 there.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside Rondo. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Pass to Kabengele. Outside Robinson. LeBron against Rondo. Passes it to Magruder. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Lakers have gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Poked away. Here's Howard. It's tipped.
No. Oh.
And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Magruder. Down low. Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Here's Kabengele.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
And Howard with the stuff.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the oop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
The Clippers shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Rondo passes to Kabengele. That shot off. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
McGee's shot is off. McGee's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Now the feed to Rondo. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Lakers.
Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's Robinson. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Smooth passes to Howard. Here's Smooth for the 3. Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Outside for Rondo. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that in high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think is a great.
Good point.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
So it's the Clippers now. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Here's Rondo. No good on the quick 3.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the NBA.
I'd like to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Clock at 6. Robinson misses. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Inside. Takes it off the glass.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
The Clippers' shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the 4th. And there's the bucket from Magruder.
6'4" Magruder out there, comfortable on the inside, had enough room to get that one to go.
Here's Smooth, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rondo against Howard. Nice shot by Rondo. Rondo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, kind of fun to watch Rondo not have the hot hand with the pass, but with the shot.
Smooth. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Robinson. Rondo with the ball. Picked up by Kobe. Rondo dishes to Robinson. Kabengele passes to Patterson. Outside Rondo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
1:39 left in the 4th quarter. The pass to Magruder. To the middle. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Landry Shamet's checked in for Rajon Rondo. A minute 20 left here in the 4th quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Smooth.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And he recovers it. Timeout called. The Lakers. They're ahead. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Smooth.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working, and no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
That's tipped. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease. He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and our biggest focus for the game was off the ball. That's what we did, come out of that time and never look back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.
I'm done, so I had 39. Next game, we going against the Portland Trailblazers.
Sets me out, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she did me at the wrong time. Yeah, hold up. Set me out, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she did me at the wrong time.
Spin the wheel, yo.
The rest, away. I'm trying to speak in Chinese, eating white cheese, keeping Taipei to reach side. Hey, don't worry about me. Overseas, so they're talking about me. Talking about my eyes, talking about my fight, talking about my music. You want, I want to talk. 这个是都没问题。
Oh, I got that much VC. 35,000. Can I get some VC, bro? Please, man. If y'all like this video, man, like and subscribe, bro. Turn on the post notification bell so you never miss upload, and go follow me on PS4, bro. Antonio 112593. Peace, y'all. Love y'all.